Yeah.
Hey, what's up, Tetsuya here, and for today's video, we are going to be covering some recent Smash news for today's topic. I never thought I'd cover this sort of thing again, but here we are right now. So, Tetsuya Nomura has just recently discussed and commented on how much of a big impact his creations being in Smash Bros. Really was. Cloud and Sephiroth from Final Fantasy VII, and also Sora from Kingdom Hearts. It's really unbelievable that 3 of his characters is part of one of the biggest gaming crossovers in history. And in case you don't know about Nomura, he right there is the creator of the Kingdom Hearts franchise and also the character designers for the cast of the series. But he is also the character designer for Final Fantasy VII, 8, 10, 13, and 15. I'm not sure if he's the character design for 16, but you can tell that he leaves such a huge part of the whole games, and especially when you play the Final Fantasy series and Kingdom Hearts. Anyhow, he has discussed a few things on 3 of his characters being in Smash Bros. Well, mostly Sephiroth and Sora, but he does mention Cloud in his whole interview. But with that, let's just not waste time, let's get straight into it. So the first character Nomura has mentioned is Sephiroth being in Ultimate, as I think we all know how big and unexpected Sephiroth was. No one expected him to be part of Smash Bros., given how Final Fantasy VII has one of the lowest representative series at that time. Here's what he has to say. I think Sephiroth was pretty unexpected, so it was fun to see how surprised people were. Considering he was the second Final Fantasy character to be added to the game, I was somewhat unsure if it was okay for him to take out one of those precious slots in the roster. I was relieved to see that people responded positively to his announcement. And here is his thoughts on Sora being Ultimate, and I think we know how big Sora was when we first saw him, but here's what Nomura has to say. With Sora, we were thinking that the news would create buzz, so we prepared some Kingdom Hearts related announcements to coincide with that day. We knew that putting out any sort of message ahead of time that could draw suspicion, so we were relying prior to the announcement. So the fan reaction exceeded even what I imagined, so I was extremely happy. Sora's handshake with Mario at the end of the trailer was an element we were insistent about including, so I hope fans noticed and enjoyed it. Well, we all saw it and I absolutely loved it. And we also got some comments from the Vice President of Disney and Pixar Games, Luigi Pryor. They stated, they were not surprised by the reaction, but we were thrilled. The company is pursuing a new approach to bring our characters to our fans in new ways and say yes to things which might not have seemed impossible before. Disney was confident that Mr. Sakurai's team would do a wonderful job on bringing the characters to life. Sora was one of the first ever characters to cross over between Disney Worlds and one of the first crossover characters ever. So we think it's quite fitting that Sora is the final character to cross over into Smash. And then Nomura decides to finish things off on what he thinks of his creations being part of one of the best games in the entire gaming history. It's truly an honor that Cloud, Sephiroth, and now Sora, not just 1 or 2 of the characters I helped make, but 3 of them, have been invited into a world that features such an impressive group of characters. I have been hoping to replay Mario and Friends someday, as I've greatly enjoyed so many of their games. So this opportunity made me so happy. In fact, nothing makes me happier than seeing the fans' joy towards the 3 of them, and I hope that Mr. Iwata would be pleased with their inclusion too. And that's really about it. It is really unbelievable that we got in 3 of his creations. I never really thought I'd see Sephiroth. I thought it would just be Cloud and Sora, being in Ultimate, but seeing 3 characters all in once, all made by the same person, is truly unbelievable. And I really got to say, ever since Cloud's inclusion as a DLC back in Smash 4, ever since Cloud became a DLC character, Tetsuya Nomura and Masahiro Sakurai both became friends that day, and they've been collaborating with the projects ever since, and it's truly amazing how these 2 became friends after having one of his characters being part of this amazing fighting game. So, once again, I know we've stated this a few times, Thank you, Tetsuya Nomura, Masahiro Sakurai, and also the people at the Smash Bros. Team, Disney, Nintendo, and Square Enix for making all of this possible. 3 of 3 characters all in one, I just really cannot believe it. But I want to know what you guys think in the comment section below. Who do you guys think is the best Square Enix inclusion in Smash Bros? Do you guys think it's Cloud, Sephiroth, or Sora? I guess if you guys want to include Hero as well, then that's fine by me. I really enjoyed all of these Square characters being included in this game. I really enjoyed all of their movesets, the content, and especially everything else. So thanks to the people's efforts, and especially Sakurai and Nomura, I can say that I am very satisfied with everything else. I will never ask anything ever again. But with that, let me know what y'all think. So leave a like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell for more videos, follow my Twitter, and I'll see you guys next time. And remember this, once a legend, always a legend.
Like a Hellcat.